Alright guys, today we're working on a chapter review. Your objectives are: I can match a subject part with the predicate part to form a sentence. I can distinguish between the subject part and predicate part. I can identify the subject. I can identify the verb. I can combine sentences that have the same predicate. I can combine sentences that have the same subject. And I can change a run-on sentence into two separate sentences. So we're going to look at this review. The first question says, what are the two parts of a sentence? And you know that answer: the subject part and the predicate part. Match the subject part with the predicate part. The bird barks at the boy, or the bird is red. And I think that birds are red, and I think my dog barks at the boy. Number 3 says to draw a line between the subject part and the predicate part in the following sentence. The plane zoomed across the sky. Well, it's always easier if you start by finding the verb, and in this sentence the verb is zoomed. So I would divide between the plane and zoomed. Number 4 says, what is the subject part of the following sentence? And again, it's always easier if I find the verb. The angry bees chased the bear. Well, the verb is chased, so the subject part would be the angry bees, or even just bees. The angry bees is the complete subject. Bees would just be the simple subject. What is the predicate part of the following sentence? The butterfly sits on the flower. Well, to find the predicate, I always start with the verb, and the verb is sits, and because this is predicate part, I'm going to circle the whole ending. Sits on the flower. But in number 6, the question asked me for something different. It just asked, what is the verb? Not the complete predicate, just the verb. My family drives to the fair. The verb in that sentence is drives. What is the subject in the following sentence? Dad buys tickets. Again, if I can find the verb, which is buys, then I know that the subject comes before it, and the subject is just dad. Draw a line between the subject part and the predicate part in each sentence and underline the subject in each sentence. Joy sang a song. Greg sang a song. So the predicate part, which is always easier to find first, is sang a song. So the subject is Joy. And in the second sentence, Greg sang a song. The predicate part is sang a song. So the subject is Greg. Number 9 asks us to join the two subjects with and to make one sentence. So, just like we already found over here, the predicates were the same. So we're going to choose to put the two subjects, Joy and Greg, together with the conjunction and. Joy and Greg. And now I take the predicate part, because it's the same, sang a song. Now number 11, we're going to find the subject part and the predicate part again. Horses eat hay. Eat hay is the predicate, so the subject is horses. And eat carrots is the predicate, so horses is the subject. The predicates are different because in one predicate they eat hay, and in the second predicate they eat carrots. Circle the words that are different that could be joined. Miss Millette went a little ahead of herself, didn't she? Horses eat hay. They've separated the subject from the predicate. Horses eat carrots. And the two things that are different are hay and carrots. So because my subjects are the same, I just write horses eat, and then I'll join the two parts that are different with the word or conjunction and. Horses eat hay and carrots. And number 12 says to circle the predicate parts, underline the subject parts, write the run-on sentences as two sentences. The clouds are white, a bird sings in the tree. So if I look, I have a beginning capital and a period, so it looks like a sentence, but there are two thoughts going on. So in the first part, I see the verb are, so the predicate is are white, the subject is the clouds. In the second part, I find the predicate sings in the tree, and the subject part is a bird. So the first complete sentence is the clouds are white. The second sentence is a bird sings in the tree. And now I have created two complete thoughts instead of one jumbled up one. And that's what you're going to do on pages 297 and 298. Everything that we just did is what you will see when you do this review page. And guys, take your time because this is for a grade. So please do your best. Make sure when you're writing sentences that you use capitalization, punctuation, and spelling. Don't make silly mistakes. Stop and think about what you're doing before you do it. I have all the confidence in the world in you. Most of this is not new, and what is new, we have been practicing over the last couple of weeks. I will see how you did when you send it to me, but I hope you have a great afternoon after you finish your work.